Welcome to my pity party. This is a statement I saw, although I don't know who said it, but it is something to think about. Be open to growth. The hard seeds of misfortune blossom into the flowers of courage and compassion. I remember as a kid, after I fell or someone was mean to me, I was in tears, my parents would say. It will only hurt for a little bit. I personally didn't think so. All I knew at the time was it hurt. Then they would say, "You are being such a brave girl. Think how strong this is going to make you." I hated that statement because I wanted sympathy and someone to say, "Oh, poor thing." I didn't care about what I was going to learn from it. Even as I have gotten older, sometimes I have that same little girl reaction. "Oh, poor me." How do you feel about misfortune like the statement says above? Do you look at it as a blessing and a chance for growth? When I came down with Bell's palsy, all I could think of was the vision of God had shown me to reach others through my writing and speaking. Now it seemed impossible because I couldn't see enough to write and I could hardly speak. How was he going to use a mess like me? I needed to turn my eyes to God and ask what he wanted, but I didn't. In my disappointment and self-pity, God reached down and shook me to the core. He said, "Do you trust me?" My quick response was, "Yes." But how many times have you answered quickly but didn't really mean it? That was me. I was saying yes, but did I really believe I trusted him completely? How silly is that? Once again, he reminded me that in my weakness he would show his power, and he did. The Bell's palsy is pretty much a thing of the past. I believe that Satan used God's vision against me by letting me think my writing and speaking was over. At the time, Satan used this strategy to rob me of my faith and hope in God. To stop Satan from throwing roadblocks, I'm using God's word like a spray can of Teflon. Nothing, including Satan, can stick to me. God's word says, when God wanted to guarantee his promises, he gave his word, a rock-solid guarantee. God can't break his word, and because his word cannot change, the promise is likewise unchangeable. God's promise for my life is being fulfilled in his timing. He will take Satan's evil doings and squish them into the ground. Change it to be used as fertilizer so that God's visions will blossom into the garden he wants for me. I can stand strong and courageous, knowing God will help me no matter what. He will help you. Just put your hand in his and don't ever let go.